Hi there. Good afternoon. Nikki Burnett here with Taste Life Nutrition, functional nutritionist. I practice strategic evidence-based nutrition consulting. I was about to head out to yoga and got to thinking, well, I hadn't done my post yet today, and thought, well, what can I talk about that maybe has to do with exercise and food? And so I decided to talk about protein bars, because everybody wants to, or not everybody wants to, but a lot of people want to rely on protein bars because they're quick and they're easy and they're fast, and well, they're full of protein, and I got to go to yoga or I got to go work out, and so I need some protein and I need the quick sugar and all of these things. And so what I wanted to do is pull up a couple of protein bars that most everybody knows and talk through the ingredients and talk about if they actually are beneficial or not. And for the most part, as we go through this, you'll probably see, you'll figure out what the answer is. Okay, so let me get to a Clif Bar. Actually, it's the Luna Bar. Everybody knows Luna Bars. Came out there, sold pretty much everywhere. They were, really, I think, promoted in the beginning to be pretty healthy. And so I pulled up, this is the Luna Bar Lemon Zest, okay? So what we have as the first ingredient is protein grain blend. So the first ingredients are soy protein isolate, organic rolled oats, organic rice flour, organic roasted soybeans, organic soy flour, organic milled flaxseed. Now, most of that's soy. If you've heard me talk before, soy is not an ideal form or source of protein. If it's not organic, which this is not, it's higher in pesticides and herbicides, higher than anything else, corn, soy, cotton, all of these things are really, really high in pesticides and herbicides, wheat. And so we have all of this soy. It's not organic. It's also going to be genetically modified because it does not say non-GMO. So that's another problem in and of itself. Soy, it has what's called a trypsin inhibitor in it, so it doesn't allow the breakdown of proteins. We need our proteins. I've said this before for muscle. We need protein for when we're working out, right? And so if it's not breaking down proteins, it's not breaking down to amino acids, and those are also used as used to produce neurotransmitters. So lots and lots of soy in here. This is a big problem. Not a healthy source of protein at all. Oats, fine, and actually the organic oats, they are organic. Organic roasted soybeans. Okay, so some of this is organic, but the soy protein isolate is not. Sorry, I haven't looked at this first. I just figured we'd talk through it. But so some of it is organic, which makes it better, but still doesn't take away the issue that it's a trypsin inhibitor and it's just not a good, healthy source of protein, period. But the soy protein isolate is not organic. Next we have organic brown rice syrup. That's just sugar. There's really nothing good about it. It's just sugar. It doesn't do any good. Rice is also high in arsenic. Doesn't matter if it's organic. So all rice, most all rice is really high in arsenic, depending on where it comes from. And that's tricky because, it's hard to figure out where your rice is coming from. Let's see, and then we have organic dried cane syrup, again, just sugar. Chicory fiber syrup, which is probably sugar, but I like chicory. I think chicory is great. It's great for building it's a great prebiotic, so it's good for your gut bacteria. But the fact that it's chicory fiber syrup makes me think that it's just sugary. So I don't know that for sure, but that would be my guess. I do chicory every morning, but it's the whole plant. It's a roasted plant. Organic high oleic sunflower oil, which is a highly processed fat that I don't trust, honestly. Vegetable glycerin, just a sugar. Palm kernel oil, depends on where it comes from, but it's not, very sustainable. But palm oil is not as bad, but it can be, there is an issue with sustainability with it. And then organic palm kernel solids, and then more soy, organic soy flour, organic lemon juice concentrate, organic glucose syrup, more sugar, natural flavors, which almost always means MSG, not always, but it's a trick. For a lot of companies, they'll do natural flavors and it will mean monosodium glutamate, which can be a big problem for a lot of people. Depending on your genetics, can create lots of issues, excitability, anxiety, things like that. It's a problem. Let's see, natural flavors, organic natural flavors, whatever that means, organic soy lecithin, citric acid, sea salt, pectin, sodium bicarbonate. And then they have added vitamins and minerals in here. And so we have what I am not a fan of, folic acid and cyanocobalamin. Folic acid is synthetic. Cyanocobalamin shuts down your electron transport chain, which is your energy producing factory within your mitochondria. So the cyanide molecule attached to the cobalamin is a big problem. Okay, I'm going to do, I think, one more. Let's see, let's do one. This is one I think probably most everybody's heard of, called Pure Protein. You can find it anywhere as well, or most anywhere. This one is being shown at Walmart. First ingredients, chocolate flavored coating. Chocolate flavored coating, okay. Maltitol, which is a sugar alcohol and can create GI yuck, but it's a sweetener. Fractionated palm kernel oil, anything fractionated is a problem. Whey protein concentrate. When I look at whey, anything that's coming from animals, if it's not pastured, I'm going to stay away from it. So this is going to be from a conventional animal that's high in omega-6 fatty acids, low in omega-3 fatty acids, which means it's inflamed. It's also going to be fat and unhealthy, and it is not, in my mind, I wouldn't give it to my dogs. You know, I give my dogs what I give myself. This is not a healthy form of whey. You want to be really, really careful with whey. Only pastured whey protein if you're going to do whey protein. Let's see. Cocoa, calcium carbonate, natural flavors, again, MSG, soy lecithin, sucralose, which is a sugar replacer, not good for us. Hydrolyzed collagen, again, that would go right along with whey. You want pastured whey. And you want anything from the animal, you want it to be a pastured animal. This is an unhealthy animal. And honestly, I'd be really afraid of the manufacturing processes that this went through to get into this product. Not something that you want to put in your body for sure. Peanut flour, I'm not a fan of peanuts. You know, they're legumes, they're like beans. They have such an issue with being moldy. And they just don't really do that much for us. So not a fan of peanut, to be quite honest. So protein blend is milk protein isolate, whey protein isolate, whey protein concentrate. Again, anything that's isolated is going to be a problem. And again, the fact that it's all whey and milk and these proteins are coming from a cow, I don't need to repeat myself. This is not a healthy source of protein. It's not a healthy sourced cow. Glycerin, maltitol syrup. Again, we talked about maltitol. Soy crisps. We just talked about soy. Soy protein isolate. Tapioca starch. You know, I'm kind of here nor there with tapioca. It can raise the blood sugar, but within all of this that's in this product, it's already going to spike your blood sugar anyway. Let's see. Water, more peanuts, peanut oil. Not super excited about peanut oil. Sucrose, another sugar substitute. Salt, which is just going to be sodium carbonate. Table salt, not a healthy form of salt at all. We want sea salt, only salt that has coloring in it. This is not going to be a healthy salt. Natural flavor, which is MSG. Again, with the sucralose, it's got so much sugar and so much sugar replacers in it, I just can't even imagine how sweet it is. Almond butter, which I like almond butter. Of course, my preference is organic, but I am a fan of almond butter. Probably not the best thing in the world for us, but it's pretty good stuff as far as I'm concerned. And then more, hey Ryan, hopefully see y'all in a couple of weeks. And then more soy lecithin. So you can look at the ingredients of these protein bars, and it's not hard to understand how really terrible they are for us. I have a client who was, you know, he was getting his protein, or his breakfast was these protein bars. I think they were Atkins. You know, Atkins was a big deal a while back, and it's full of trash. I mean, just full of trash. And we're trying to work on his cardiovascular health, his cognitive health, all of these things, and he's trying to lose some weight. All of these things are just going totally against what we were trying to do. And so, of course, you know, once I saw that's what he's doing, I had him cut it out. But, you know, it's tricky. It's marketing. and we want to be aware of what we're putting in our body. Watch the marketing, look at the ingredients and know what they are. If you have questions about ingredients, ask me. Put them down below in the questions below. Let me know if you have questions. I'm happy to answer any that I can. I will tell you that almost every bar that I see is not a good bar. Not really. There's some bars you do periodically and it's not the worst thing in the world, but most of them are so full of crap. You can go home, make your own, put together some dates and some nuts and a little almond butter and make your own bars, and it's going to be better than what you get at the store, and you know what you're putting in it. So anyway, I've got to run to yoga before I'm late. Let me know if you have questions. Feel free to go to my website, tastelifenutrition.com, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye, Ryan.